Alright, after mole to mole, we have mole to mass conversion. There are two requirements for mole to mass conversion. You should have a balanced chemical equation, and you should know how to get the formula weight or molar mass. So how do you get molar mass? Let's have a review. For ammonia, you have one nitrogen atom and three hydrogen atoms. So you have to look in your periodic table the atomic weight of nitrogen. So what is the atomic weight of nitrogen? 14. So therefore, you will multiply this by 14. How about hydrogen? Yes, 1 times 1. Then you're going to multiply. So 1 times 14 is 14. 3 times 1 is 3. Then you get the sum. So that is 17 grams per mole. So, you needed to get the formula mass of each. Ammonia, nitrogen, and hydrogen. So for this case, the formula mass of ammonia is 17 grams per mole. How about the formula mass for nitrogen? That's correct. 2 times 14 is 28. So 28 grams per mole. How about hydrogen? That's correct. 2 moles, 2 grams per mole of hydrogen. If you notice, I did not consider the coefficient because you should not. Now, let's have the first example. How many grams of nitrogen was produced from 4 moles of ammonia? So again, this is mole to mass conversion. So we have a two-step problem. So as from the previous example, you always start with the given. So there we have 4 moles of ammonia. We have a conversion factor using the mole ratio. So what is the mole ratio between ammonia and nitrogen? Why am I looking for the mole ratio of ammonia and hydrogen? Because ammonia is the given, and what is the required? Grams of nitrogen. So meaning I have to get the mole ratio between ammonia and nitrogen. So in this case, the mole ratio of ammonia and nitrogen is 2 is to 1 or 1 is to 2. However, what are we going to use as our mole ratio for this problem? That's correct. 2 moles of ammonia is to 1 mole of nitrogen. So you can cancel mole ammonia. Now, my question, we already have the unit mole nitrogen. Is this our required? Not yet. Therefore, you should have another conversion factor. However, we have to convert from mole to grams. So what quantity has a relationship between grams and mole? That's correct. Formula mass. So let's get the formula mass for nitrogen. So we have 2 nitrogen atoms. Then you get the atomic weight of nitrogen from the periodic table. That's correct. So 14. So nitrogen is 28 grams per mole. So meaning for every 1 mole of nitrogen, there are 28 grams of nitrogen. My question is, where will you put 28 grams? In the numerator or denominator? That's correct. 28 grams nitrogen in the numerator and 1 mole nitrogen in the denominator. So this is just your formula mass. The reason why I put 1 mole nitrogen in the denominator is because I want to cancel, because this is my desired unit. Alright? So now you can just perform the calculation. So that would be 4 divided by 2 times 28, or 4 times 28 divided by 2. So what is the answer? That's correct. 56 grams of nitrogen. Now check, do we have the correct number of significant figures? Yes, this is already the final answer. We have 2 significant figures here, therefore, we also have 2 significant figures in the final answer. So that's it. That's for the mole to mass conversion. We will have more examples in class.